Los Angeles, this is E! News Daily. Coming up, the poster that was too hot for Hollywood censors. Helena Christensen uncovered thanks to one of O.J.'s lawyers.
The MPAA should not have the power to tell a theater owner that it may not use an ad, it may not show a poster.
Then work out with Kathy Ireland. We'll go up close and personal with the supermodel.
Hi everybody, I'm Steve Kometko.
And I'm Bianca. This is E! News Daily. Oscar-winning actor Gregory Peck was rushed to a hospital Monday night after complaining of stomach distress at a Los Angeles restaurant. The 78-year-old leading man earned his Academy Award 30 years ago in the To Kill a Mockingbird. He also starred in the screen version of Moby Dick.
I put out a last fear.
Tuesday, a hospital spokesperson said Peck's stomach pains had disappeared. He was released in the afternoon and said to be feeling fine. The Motion Picture Association of America is ready to accept a controversial ad for the new film, Ready to Wear. Amy Pell has a story.
Miramax Films ruffled the feathers of the Motion Picture Association with an ad featuring model Helena Christensen clad in little more than feathers. In the original artwork, the model's rear end was completely exposed. After the MPAA rejected the ad, Miramax submitted a version in which the feathers covered more of her body, but that version was also turned down.
We expected that this would be no problem with the MPAA or anyone else, and we were incredibly surprised to hear that, upon showing this to the MPAA, that they completely and utterly rejected the image.
Miramax began using a different ad featuring a fully clothed Christensen. But when the sexy artwork appeared in publicity for the movie's soundtrack, the MPAA threatened to pull the film's R rating. The loss of the rating could have hurt the earning potential of Robert Altman's send-up of the fashion industry, because some theaters won't show unrated films. Miramax vowed to fight, hiring high-profile attorney Alan Dershowitz.
The MPAA should not have the power to tell a theater owner that it may not use an ad, it may not show a poster, and it certainly should not have the power to tell a record company, a disc company, a music company, how it can advertise its films.
Macaulay Culkin plays a boy who has everything except friends in Richie Rich. Money can't buy companionship in this new comedy, but having a fortune doesn't drive away his potential pals.
Master Ritchie was of the opinion that his young guests deserve a break today.
Richie Rich can build his own McDonald's or hire a supermodel to be his private personal trainer.
And Claudia Schiffer was, well, what can I say?
I think there's enough in it to where the adults are going to enjoy it as well, just because of the extravaganza that is on the screen. I think it's going to be a good ride for everybody.
Emmy winner John Larroquette plays a bad guy named Lawrence Van Doe.
Mr. Van Doe is like the evil villain. He's like the guy who's trying to take over the rich family fortune by killing, the whole family.
You look at a character and you figure out eccentricities that you would like to portray just to give yourself some task or some little handle to play with. And I usually pick people, just body types, first of all, to look at. And in this particular guy, I picked Richard Nixon. I thought Richard Nixon would be an interesting body to try and be like. The fact that his shoulders are always kind of humped and he's always like on a branch overlooking, like a vulture overlooking the young meat.
We can't tell you if Richie hangs on to his fortune, but he has a strange way of showing his friendship.
Hey, I got an idea. Want to try the kitapult?
The kitapult?
Richie Rich opens nationwide on Wednesday. Coming up on E! News Daily, working out with Kathy Ireland, how the supermodel lost 40 pounds.
And making the move from daytime to prime time, it's a Kathy Lee Christmas when we come back.
I'm dreaming of a white.
Majel Barrett Roddenberry, the widow of Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry, is releasing a new comic book inspired by her late husband's work. Gene Roddenberry's Lost Universe is based on manuscripts left behind by the writer and producer after his death in 1991.
Just characters that he perhaps had used, even though it reminded him of something else. And he at times had talked about different series, about 3 or 4 different series over the years. that he thought he might do next, and said this one had this character or that character and so on. So I kind of put them together and pulled the whole thing together, and then all these things started coming out of the back of mine. I stole freely from my husband, I must say.
Majel Barrett Roddenberry is also known to Star Trek fans for her role as Nurse Chapel on the classic series, on Luxana Troy on The Next Generation. Celebrity photographer Herb Ritts takes a break from his usual duties, taking pictures of famous clients for his latest coffee table book called Africa. Ritts, whose pictures appear on magazine covers, catalogs, and movie posters, went to the African wilds for his hardcover photo album.
Dawn to dusk, I'd get up every morning and just go out, and whatever passed my way, I would shoot. And luckily, it was just an intense month. It was one solid month, which isn't a long time in some people's terms, but it was very intense, and I was always on. But the power and the dignity and the presence was amazing.
Ritts shot everything from lions and giraffes to Maasai warriors for Africa. The book is hitting shelves just in time for Christmas.
Time now for our E! News Daily question of the day, to which Bianca, I believe, has the answer. How did Kathy Ireland lose 40 pounds after having a baby?
Well, Steve, by working out. The supermodel is taking her workouts public with her new exercise video. I figured the best way to try her system was to work out with Kathy herself. You look incredible. I want to know how you got into such great shape after having a baby.
Oh, thanks. It was hard work. A friend of mine introduced me to a guy named Tim Green, and after working with him for 18 times, he got me back to my pre-pregnancy weight.
Unbelievable.
He's here. You want to work out with him?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Hi. Hi, how you doing?
Good, how
you
are
gotta
you?
show me how to look like her, okay?
I'm going to try my best.
You look pretty darn good.
Okay. You go away and show me.
Kathy was so impressed by Tim's workout, she created her own.
Grapevine! Since I had my baby, I feel like this responsibility, this person I need to take care of, and I feel good when I'm strong and when I'm fit and when I can do that. And it also enhances the sports that I do.
Kathy's family life has had an effect on her calendar modeling.
We shot the 95 calendar when I was 3 months pregnant.
She's talking about her own swimsuit calendar. A month later, she shot the cover of Sports Illustrated.
It was kind of an awkward time because I was about 4 months pregnant, so I didn't really look pregnant. I just looked like I had been snacking or something. You know, I was a little poochier than normal. And I was working it. I was definitely twisting and turning and, you know.
Tell me about your swimwear line. I mean, I think this line's going to be great because you know about swimwear.
Thanks. I started last year with a line of swimwear with Kmart, and it was great. I always wanted to get involved in a line of swimsuits, having modeled them for so many years.
Kathy is a contributing editor to Fitness Magazine and gives the fitness tip of the day on ESPN's Body Shaping.
It's been a great education for me. Yeah, I'm like got to be one of the most uncoordinated people. I've never been able to do aerobics, and it's been really frustrating for me.
I'm already out of breath. Trying to keep up here.
I happen to have an old knee injury from a skiing accident, so low impact is important. In working on the video, I went on and got certified as an aerobics instructor, because I wanted to learn more and know more. I wanted to understand what I was doing.
You do just a little bit at a time, and then work your way up.
Yeah, and not to get discouraged. I mean, when I first started doing this, I was all over the place. You know, it takes some work, and just to not be discouraged, to keep up with it. I mean, I just can't emphasize enough, if I can do it, I really think anyone can.
Kathy just got back from shooting next year's Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue at a secret location. You know, she's an inspiration to all women that you can look great after having a baby.
That was a nice little behind-the-scenes peek, but I still haven't seen you work up a sweat.
Come to the gym with me.
Next time on E! News Daily, that sounds like an invitation. This is what Richie Rich does with his money. We ask kids, what would you do with $1 billion?
I'd buy SeaWorld. Buy an airport, an iguana, the catapult. The kid.
Also, results of a nationwide poll about what Americans would buy with $1 billion. Unabashed materialism next time on E! News Daily.